One of the biggest complaints about Hillary Clinton consistently has been that she seems inauthentic, that she is a focus group, poll-driven politician who takes positions for purposes of political expediency. And this has not changed at all because she doesn't really help with that. Case in point.
I'm just chilling in Cedar Rapids.
How do you do, fellow kids?
What?
Now, the reason is because she's a multimillionaire oligarch, so she tries to craft a approachable image, so that way she could seem as though she's just like us peasants, but in actuality, we know that she is not. And a new report from the Associated Press shows the extent to which she really tries to control her image. They explain that emails obtained by the Associated Press reveal a careful behind-the-scenes effort to review introductory remarks for college presidents and students presenting the Democratic frontrunner as a speaker, as well as suggesting questions that happen to be aligned with her campaign platform. While it's not unusual for campaigns to plan detailed appearances, the exchanges preview the kind of image control apparatus that could be deployed in the Clinton White House, including attempts to steer conversations with her audiences. They also run counter to her campaign's efforts to make Clinton look less wooden and scripted than she did when running 8 years ago. Now, this report explains that the Clinton campaign tries to control every single minute detail, including the glassware that they use in the green room that she sits in before she speaks. If you're controlling that, then you're inauthentic, because that's something that us peasants don't even think about. I wonder what glassware that she's using. Yes, this is the finest china. Nobody thinks about that, Hillary Clinton. Not us peasants, anyway. We're worried about the actual issues. So it's embarrassing that you would think that we care about that. And actually, a little bit sad. Now, the campaign spokesman for Hillary Clinton, Nick Merrill, claims that the campaign is simply assisting people, especially when it comes to their introductions to Hillary Clinton. And it's usually because they're asked to introduce her, or they ask for help. That's false. So here's where it gets embarrassing. So when Hillary Clinton spoke at South Carolina's Greenville Technical College, the president of the college was supposed to introduce Hillary Clinton. Now, ahead of the event, the Clinton campaign literally emailed the PR director of the college and offered to write his entire introduction. They said no, for obvious reasons, and they also had tried to plant questions here. So the Associated Press writes, Clinton's campaign also suggested questions that Miller, the college president, could pose, such as, we have a number of students who have financial need. What do we need to do to make college affordable? College affordability is one of Clinton's campaign issues, but Miller dismissed the suggestions, calling them bad questions, and said he would develop his own, probably after hearing her speech, he wrote. Oh my God. There's nothing genuine about Hillary Clinton. This just proves it. But it just goes to show that it's really, really embarrassing that she doesn't want to risk having authentic exchanges with people because she doesn't want to look bad. They're trying to craft this approachable Hillary image, and that's just failed miserably. Now, additionally, at a community college in Iowa, their president, Robert Denson, actually incorporated talking points from the Clinton campaign into his introduction, so he actually didn't reject their offer. And now her campaign also asks to see the introductory speeches, and of course, the reason why they do this is because, let's be honest, Hillary Clinton is not very good at speaking off the cuff. Everything she says is scripted, and when you actually ask her something that is a genuine question, you can really tell that it doesn't go too well for her. Again, more examples.
Is your answer and your refusal to take leadership on climate change due to the fact that you have contributions from the fossil fuel industry in your campaign?
No, it's not. And I understand, I know what the right answer in terms of getting votes would have been. The right answer would have been, you bet I will ban extraction on public lands. And then if somebody said, and how are you going to do that? Well, I will advocate for it. And how are you going to get it done? I will keep advocating for it. We have to change our energy policy. But what happened to you was a travesty, and I just can't even imagine what you went through and how terrible those days and nights must have been for all those years. And I know that all of us are so regretful that you or any person has to go through what you did. And I hope that
now that you are standing here before us, that you will have whatever path in life you choose going forward.
She is a multimillionaire. She can't possibly fathom what us peasants would be like. She thinks that we're stressing about the glassware that will be in the green room of events. Nobody cares about that. You should allow us to really hold you up to a high scrutiny. You said yourself that being president of the United States is the most important job in the world, so people should be allowed to scrutinize you. They should be allowed to ask you questions. You should be facing them, facing your opponent in debates. But you failed to do that because you have to control this fake image that nobody is buying. Look, if you can't even take questions from supporters at your own rally, how do you expect to debate Donald Trump? How do you expect to be president and actually hold press conferences in front of a press that is going to be jumping down your throat? You can't control everything, Hillary Clinton. And this is just sad right here. This doesn't really say much. It's not necessarily substantive. It's more ad hominem because it talks about her character more than anything. But at the same time, it just proves why many people dislike Hillary Clinton. Because like many politicians, not just Hillary Clinton, she is like the establishment. They can't empathize with everyday citizens. They don't know what we're like. They don't know what we care about. So this just shows it. And this is just sad.